back, and tonight we're featuring all the bands off the Sick Drummer Brutal Beatings compilation, edition number 16. Now, every edition of this compilation that comes out in conjunction with Sick Drummer magazine, I feature the bands on my show like tonight, and I interview 2 bands off of each compilation. Right now, we have one of those bands with us. We have Castrator with us. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so now your bio says that you guys are from like New York City. You know, you got members from Colombia, Florida, Mexico, Massachusetts, North. Where are you guys all from, and how the hell did you meet up and make all this work?
Hi, I'm the guitarist, and I'm from Mexico, but I live in Norway right now. So that's why we included both.
And I'm the second guitarist. I'm originally from Sweden and moved to New York a year ago.
I'm the vocalist. I'm from the United States. I live in Boston, but I have some Indian heritage.
And I'm the drummer, and I am from Colombia, but I live in New York as well. And Robin, who's not here, Robin is in Florida right now on tour, but yeah, she's in Florida.
So how did you guys all meet up to form Castrator?
Basically, in the New York, sharing the stage in New York, we all play in different bands, and MS and me met in some Vitus, the vocalist, which, we played a show together, and then I played another show with Robin, and then I told both, I was like really into this idea, and then we had a really hard time finding a guitar player, and then Priscilla came to New York. She was on vacations, and we met, and then it all went from there. And Michaela actually plays bass as well in another band, and she plays guitar for Castrator. So
and so now when you guys are like doing your writing and that kind of stuff, you just like email it, tracks back and forth, that kind of thing?
Yes, exactly. Like when we can all get together, we jam, or even just 2 of us together at a time, we jam, and then we send each other videos or recordings from home, and then we get the songs tight whenever we get all together, and then we record separately in our home locations, and then we have one person mix and master. That's how we've been doing it so far.
And, okay, so now we have to talk about your name before we talk about the new EP. We must, because here you guys are, right? Our girls are an all-girl band, and your name makes me smile, but makes many men cringe. So why did you go with Castrator? Come on!
Well, the name is, fits our themes perfectly. We're just like, in your face, like, we don't give a fuck what the guys think. And, it's about music from the female perspective and some revenge themes. And
keep it death metal,
Keeping it death metal, yeah.
Absolutely, and just flipping through your pictures, you got that one picture where you're holding the Castrator. Is it real? I mean, where the fuck did you guys pick that damn thing up?
The name is an emasculator tool. It's used for castration, so it was perfect for us. It's used in cattle castration, but it could be used for humans also.
So what do? Bring it up on stage and invite any man that wants to come up on stage?
Yeah, we're actually thinking about doing that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. With your luck, you would get somebody that really wants to do it. You'd be like, shit.
It's actually online, but we have yet to see them.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's talk more about the band now that we got that out of the way. You have a debut EP releasing next month, right? Is that when the debut EP is going to drop?
Yes, May 5th on Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Productions.
So I was just going to ask you that. The name of the EP is No Victim, and you have a pre-release off the EP called Honor Killing. Tell us a little bit about this song and the message that you're trying to send through it.
Well, it's about, honor killings that are going on, especially in India and Muslim countries. And we just wanted to speak out in terms of this, terrible issue and speak up for women. But but an honor killing is when a woman's murdered. Like it's actually the opposite of honor, but usually by relatives or someone in a tribal community is killing her because they think she's disrespected their tribe or their family. So we just think this is a really horrible thing that's happening in the world, so we wanted to do a song about it.
And what have some of the early reactions been to this song? I mean, not only because of the subject theme, but just as an early release from you guys. What has some of your feedback been so far from this song?
It's been really positive, actually. A lot of women, especially, have been showing us a lot of support online and at shows, and even men also have been really supportive. We haven't really had much backlash at all. I think a lot of people feel like it's time for these issues to be talked about and voices from women to be heard. So it's been really great, actually.
Yeah.
And is this something? Now, where did you record this? Since you guys are all over the place, just out of curiosity.
Well, I recorded the guitars at my studio, and then I sent them over, and Robin recorded bass in another studio, and everyone just found different places where we could just have a good quality recording and then put it together.
And then everything got mixed and mastered here in New York by Full Force Studios. So, yeah. Just
Joe Sincata.
Yeah, Joe Sincata, he records Suffocation and Dehumanized and all those bands.
And, so the EP's coming out now. After the EP is coming out, do you guys plan on doing more shows? I mean, I know this week you have this, Northeast little tour that you're doing. Do you plan on doing some more shows?
It's called Emasculating the East Coast Tour.
Oh, excuse me, Emasculating the East Coast Tour.
and we're part of that tour. We're playing Philadelphia Infest in Philly. We're really excited about that, our first festival. And we just got announced for Building Temples from Death Fest in Houston, Texas in September. We're really stoked about that. Dehumanize also playing that. Soils of Fate. Who else?
Waco Jesus.
Waco Jesus. Yeah, a bunch of really great bands.
So that'll be fun. So that's going to be, in September you said?
Yes.
Yep.
So you get stuff going on throughout the whole year. And of course, again, congratulations on being chosen to be on a Sick Drummer Brutal Beatings compilation. Now, of course, this is a question for Ms. Perez. What kind of kit do you use, and when did you start playing drums, and when did you start playing in such an extreme manner?
I use a Sonar 2003 series, a 20-inch kick, 5-piece regular kit with a rack, and I use a lot of cymbals. And I started playing when I was 15, and I was really into metal and always playing more extreme. And I played with my brother back then. We had a band, and then he stopped playing metal, but I kept going. And then I met my husband, who's also a guitar player, and he's a great guitarist, and we started playing death metal, and he pushed me to get better every time. I thank him for that, and you just love playing death metal. It's just the faster, the heavier, the better.
And so far, any endorsements or anything coming your way yet?
Not yet. I wish. I hope by playing all the shows, I get some exposure, so I can get picked up by a good, maybe stick company.
That'll be nice. Well, the more exposure you get and the more you're out there, they usually just come along, so, you could probably look forward to some of that. And now, also with the tours, you guys going to have some cool new merch out? I saw some cool t-shirts and stuff on there.
Yeah, we have a brand new shirt designed by Art Duvid, and it's along the theme of honor killing, the song. It's a revenge scenario, so I hope everyone will like it.
And stickers and the EP as well. I mean, the demo.
Yeah, stickers, and we actually will have some early copies of our CD. That the release date's May 5th, but we'll have some early copies for the shows.
Well, you'll definitely have them for the Texas show.
Yes, definitely by then.
Maybe some more merch by then, too. And, what sites can people go to learn more about the band and to follow you guys and to see exactly where you're playing and when and all that kind of stuff?
Facebook.com/Castrator Band. And
Bandcamp?
Yes, castrator.bandcamp.com, I believe. And, oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. And, and to read about the band, we've actually been interviewed by a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Today there was an interview at Noisy.
Mm-hmm.
And, what else? Who else? Joan Singh. She's doing her master's in women in the metal scene, actually, and she did a great interview with us as well.
And, speaking of women in the metal scene, what's it been like for you guys? I mean, you played a couple of shows. I mean, when people see you up there and they see, such brutal music coming from you guys, what's the reaction to some of these people? From some of these people?
They start moshing.
Personally, I think women are so much more accepted nowadays in the scene. We got some great bands or some great thrash bands like Nervosa out of Brazil. Another all-women band that just kind of started out from nothing and then worked their asses off just like you guys do. And, they're touring all over the world now, which is what you guys will be doing pretty soon as well. And again, congratulations on being on the Sick Drummer Compilation, as well as your new EP, and stay safe out there, and we look forward to hearing more from you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hope to see everyone at our show.
This is Castrator, and you're listening to Metal Magdalene Radio.
was the interview I had with Castrator right there and some of their music. Great women, total metalheads. If you get a chance to ever see these ladies out on tour, definitely go check them out. And I want to thank them for coming on the show again. That was Castrator.